Right, here we are in our cosy motorhome. You're in your swivel chair there?
Yep.
Anyway, we've been getting lots of questions about the motorhome. Thought I'd just do a quick run through. The motorhome is about 6.5 meters long. Yeah, so it's not long and it's not big, and we chose to go that way. Hi. We chose to go that way because obviously we're in Scotland. We didn't want a big cumbersome motorhome to get through and on a lot of the small roads and things. So I just thought I'll give you the quick run through. This at the end, at one end we've got a double bed made up, and it was really important to us that we wanted to have the bed made up because we didn't want to do a big day of touring and then get home and be faffing around with cushions and making up a bed, did we?
No.
Less is best. Less you have to do, the better, especially after a long day. And we've actually been really unwell for a few days, which has been fun, hasn't it, Aidan? Hey?
Yeah.
In the motorhome. We're hoping we're coming good now, but we're just pushing on through. So, yeah, the bed here, there's a 3-step ladder up to there. They have a little shelf up the top. Excuse me. There's ample storage in here really for 2 people, and we're used to it from the van. The only thing which has really irritated me is they have this vent up above the bed, and obviously we're in Scotland. Even though it's summer, it's quite cool. Now that's compulsory to allow ventilation, but I'm just not understanding why it can't be at the foot end of the bed. It's really annoyed me because the cool air comes down on top of me, and also how many hours of bloody daylight is there in this country at the moment?
18 or 19.
18 or 19 hours. So I've got this bloody sunbeam of light down on me. I wake up in the night not knowing if I've gone to heaven or what's going on. So this little contraption here that I've got going on is my little tent that goes across there to block the light and the cold air on me. And yes, I know, I probably could have duct taped it up. Good old duct tape, and then I cracked a window because obviously you need the ventilation because we've got gas and all sorts going on here. Plus there's 2 of us in this tiny space, but you know, my little tent contraption's working, isn't it? And in here we have the very humongous shower toilet. But actually, it's been working really well in the sense of we've only used the toilet. Chemical toilet. It's got lots of cupboard space in there. And, excuse me, what I do like is that you push this button in, you slide this out, and it actually turns it into a little shower cubicle. Now, I could shower in there no problem. What about you, Aidan?
It would be very tight.
Bit tight for you, but you could, if you had to.
Yeah.
You could have a wash because the shower's on a hose and all of that, and we were quite happy to do that, but at the moment we haven't had to because as it's turned out we've stayed in parks or campsites that have hot showers, so it's just easier, isn't it, to go there and do that. So to wrap this up, you've also got a tiny little bit of bench, little tiny sink, 2 gas burner stove, little oven which we haven't even used, 3-way fridge, little dinette setting. Aidan struggles on this side because the table doesn't move, but it's not a problem because these 2 chairs swivel around, and we've always seemed to have some pretty good views at the moment. So been looking at some sheepies across there today, and we're quite enjoying it. Wouldn't be for us full time, would it?
No, longer term, longer than a week or 2, you'd probably.
In this size, I mean, we could do it, but you know, it's what you get used to, I guess. So there you have it.
Lots of storage under the bed too.
Yes, so we've got in this cupboard under here, we have got our 2 on-board luggage cases like that you take on the plane, and then at the back we've got a storage unit, and that's got our 2 bigger cases in it. So that worked out really well. We could just work out what we wanted to have inside the camper. I'll take you outside quickly. this is the beast itself, and we chose to pay extra to have everything included with it. So we've got a table and chairs, chemicals for the toilet, quilt, linen and all of that stuff, and they've been really good actually at Just Go. Then when you're in the parks in Scotland, sorry, I hope you can hear me because I've just come outside. When you're in the parks in Scotland, it works a bit differently with your grey water and water. You don't have it at your site, or your pitch as they call it here. You pull up onto the grey water grids, you release the grey water from a tank, there's a little lever underneath the van, and you drain it out here. And then at every station they have drinking water, most parks, they have the drinking water, wastewater, and your toilet dump. So yeah, a bit different to Oz. And one of the things I have noticed in camp, I'll have to put a photo up, is that they have annexes here that they attach to the side of their van, and they put curtains up. They're very civilised, the campers here, very civilised. There's no Aussie bogan action happening here, let me tell you that. So as you can see, we've hired from Just Go. We tried to get a bit of a discount for vlogging, but they didn't seem to want to know about it. What a surprise, eh? Who wants to know about a couple of Aussies doing this?